Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 201. Did we skip a few, dude? Maybe. There's been bonus episodes. I probably numbered them wrong weeks ago. It's episode 201. Love it? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
Okay, now listen, we're back, babes. I've been back like I've never been back before. You know what I mean? We're back from Cabo Wabo. We're done honeymooning. And to say that it was a blast, it was incredible, it was fantastic, it was amazing, it was perfect. I mean, the words cannot describe the time we had when, of course, our friends and family were there. The wedding day went off without a hitch. I mean, we had one teeny tiny little bump in the road. The boy got a little frustrated during our first dance, but that was it. He recovered. He bounced right back. We had a great time. So listen, it was fantastic. Shout out to everyone who came. Thank you so much again. Shout out to everyone who was there, who supported us, who said wishes on social media, Instagram, Facebook, everyone who knows. If you know, you know. We got married, yes. Congratulations to me and not you. So listen, at the end of the day, it was a great trip. We had a blast. More content, videos, pictures coming soon. I don't even think we posted the sneak peek we got from the photog. So listen, there's more to come. We've got plenty of wedding content, pictures, videos, drone shots, everything from an immediate impromptu, not planned, we didn't even know about it, Backstreet Boys dance on the beach after the ceremony.
What are we doing?
I'm talking dummy viral content is on the way. We've got the editors on it now. They're sifting through. We've got to get stuff from our other friends down in Cabo Wabo. They're sending us back some raw footage. So we've got a lot to go through and just more and more to come from the trip. So it was a blast. Listen, it was incredible. It was relaxing. Everyone left. Squabby Dabby hit the plane. He did killer on the airplane. He could have freaked out on the airplane, but did my son freak out on the airplane? No, he fucking loved it.
What are we doing?
So, you know what I mean? It was basically a great time. He had a smash. We had a smash. Everyone had a smash. And it was just, it couldn't have been any better from everything. The resort, the food, the people, the atmosphere. I mean, Megs and I, it was incredible. So shout out to everybody for the congratulations. Thank you guys so much. We're back. I am so happy to be here. I've missed this space. I've missed this platform. I feel like I haven't podcasted in like forever, dude, but shout out to all of you, and especially shout out to my man Los. If you haven't done it already, go check out the 280 Plus podcast over on his platform, YouTube, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. You know where to find him. Coming down not only to Cabo with us down to Mexico, but it was, just hours before the ceremony, and my man's is doing a full-blown, hour-long, multiple interruptions because I got other shit going on podcast episode with me. Didn't have to do that. Took time out of his vacation. Don't worry, I got a whole plan. I'm going to pay him back. It's fine. We're going to get him to swim with the dolphins, dude. He didn't have time to do it. He wanted to go swimming with the Dolphy Wolfies. And since, unfortunately, I didn't want to tell him, Megs and I got to, we experienced it. So now we're gonna get him straight. Trust me, it won't be the last time we're doing podcasts together in Mexico. So if you want to see future episodes of 280 Plus, this podcast, anything under our little teeny tiny umbrella that we have going on here in Central PA, you're going to hit that like button. You're going to hit the subscribe button. You're going to hit the bell for the notification. You know the deal. Only about 40% of you actually listening are subscribed. So I need basically everyone listening to hit the button. If it doesn't have an ED on the end, that means you're not subscribed. You got to hit subscribe. Okay. If Mr. Beast can get 400 million people to just hit the subscribe button, I think we can get at least 4,000. What do you say?
What are we doing?
And so, you know what I mean? We missed a lot of news. I had some things written down. Some things are outdated. Some things remain the same. And one of those things is that, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States has spoken. He has spoken. He has said the words that we needed to hear. It is now official. We all need to calm down and say it with me. Leave Sydney Sweeney alone.
After Sydney Sweeney came out this weekend that she was a registered Republican. Any thoughts on that?
That who was?
Sydney Sweeney. She's like a very
That's
hot
right.
actress right
She's
now.
a registered Republican?
That's right.
Oh, now I love her ad.
Now we love
Is
it.
that right? Is Sydney Sweeney? You'd be surprised at how many people are Republicans.
That surprised you.
That's what I wouldn't have known, but I'm glad you told me that. If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic. Okay,
Woo!
thank
You
very
heard it
much,
there
everybody.
first, folks. That's the opinion. That's the only one you're allowed to have. Donald Trump believes in this so much. He was so ecstatic that day that once he found out that the Sweens was registered with a hard R, you've got Donald Trump not only praising her on national television, but you know it's important to him when he gets the Twitter fingers out and we go straight to True Social. You know what I mean? It's nothing without a Truth Social post. Sydney Sweeney, a registered Republican, has the hottest, all capital letters, hottest ad out there. It's for American Eagle, and the jeans are flying off the shelves. Go get them, Sydney. On the other side of the ledger, Jaguar did a stupid and serious woke advertisement that was a disaster. The CEO just resigned. The company is in turmoil. Shouldn't they have learned their lesson from Bud Light, which went woke and essentially destroyed in a short but very woke campaign the company? The market cap destruction has been unprecedented. Billions and billions of dollars have been lost. Or just look at woke singer Taylor Swift. Ever since I alerted the world as to what she was by saying on Truth that I can't stand her. Donald Trump is 100% for Sydney Sweeney and hates Taylor Swift.
What are we doing?
And that's what we're worried about. This is what we are worried about, and this is what we are dealing with, and these are our headlines. This week, there is nothing else to be concerned. It is that of that, ladies and gentlemen, it is a Sydney Sweeney Summer. It's a triple S. It's Sydney Sweeney Summer.
What are we doing?
We're back, babies. This is a Sydney Sweeney Summer. Okay, you thought it was a Selena Gomez summer? No. No one cares about her boyfriend, Benny Blanco, as much as they thought they did. It's a Sydney Sweeney Summer, okay? She's got ads everywhere. She's taken over the internet. She's got the movies out. She's got the American Eagle. She may or may not be racist. We're not sure, but it's still a Sydney Sweeney Summer. And if there is one more thing that you need to do this summer, that's cool off with Sydney Sweeney at Baskin-Robbins. Take a look.
Is that Sydney Sweeney? Oh yeah, it is. She really loves our rainbow sherbet. She comes here all the time. Wait, seriously? Hey Sydney, your signature scoop is ready.
Thank you. What?
That's so cool. Yeah. It can be.
Summer's looking sweet at Baskin-Robbins.
Try my new Sweet on Sydney menu, available at Baskin-Robbins nationwide for a limited time.
We
Robbins
have to
nationwide.
go immediately. If you all don't run out to Baskin-Robbins right now, buy whatever this is, you're dead. You're not an American. Go to Baskin-Robbins and get the super sweet Sydney Sweeney Summer Scoop.
What are we doing?
It's 5 to 6 S's long. It's a summer, dude. A sweet Sydney Sweeney Scoop Summer.
What are we doing?
It's great. She's everywhere. She's getting the bag. You know what I mean? Like, if you got mad at the jeans, you gotta get mad at the ice cream too.
What are we doing?
If you've been on TikTok this last week being a naughty, naughty boy or a very naughty girl, claiming that Sydney Sweeney and her jeans somehow have to make it a negative fucking thing, and it's not actually a marketing campaign about jeans anymore, even though it's American Eagle, it's gotta somehow make Sydney Sweeney racist. You have to make the ice cream racist too. So if you eat ice cream now, guess what? You're racist. If you wear jeans, you're racist, Sydney Sweeney.
What are we doing?
Is that what we're supposed to believe? The internet is so stupid, dude. I swear to God, I've said this to Megs for the last 6 months. I said, wife, if I just up and disappear and don't talk to anybody and you never see me again for like 3 to 6 months, just know I'm okay. I'm coming back. I'll send for you and the boy. It's fine. But I just need to everything's got to go. If the internet has taken us in this direction to the point where precious little adorable Sydney Sweeney can't do a super sexy jeans campaign ad in 2025, when you've got, Miley Cyrus half topless naked on every cover of every magazine, it's fine. We've seen them before.
What are we doing?
And so but that's okay. Sabrina Carpenter, she can come out in lingerie on every single one of her shows, and she's a pretty little princess. But as soon as Sydney Sweeney gets sexy in a pair of jeans during the summertime, she's automatically, boom, she's racist.
What are we doing?
I mean, get your bags, babe. Cindy Sweeney's getting the bags. This summer, all she's doing is collecting bags. She wakes up every morning and goes, oh, let me check my phone. Let me check. Yup, another bag. And so it is just whoever is managing this girl needs to give themselves a round of applause. Whoever came up with it, whoever's idea it was. I mean, we're talking multiple SummerSlam ad campaigns. Each one's going viral because no one in the right mind can continue and stop talking about this girl. Now, listen, by the way, started watching that new movie. It was on the plane. We were flying back from Mexico. The new movie, Anyone But You. Anyone But You. We start watching. I think it's got Colin Powell, I think his name is, something like that. The movie, god awful.
What are we doing?
I only made it halfway through. I can't do it anymore. The movie was terrible. I mean, her acting, I don't know if this is like a, Kristen Stewart Twilight situation. That's how the character acts, so that's how I acted situation. But the movie, kind of not. Just chapter after chapter, playbook by playbook, predictable. You can basically say the words before they even say them on the screen. That's how predictable the script and the writing, the storyline is. I mean, talk about they get together in the end and it's romance, or maybe kind of sort of probably not at the end. It's just, it wasn't good. But this is it's a Sydney Sweeney Summer, babes, and this is what kicked it all off, right? The movies, the euphoria, the show. She starts off by showing it all, and then she's like, listen, here's the resume. You like what you see on HBO? I'm available. That's taken them 18 years to film and edit and do whatever for Euphoria 3, just like HBO does for every season of every show they do. For some reason, it takes 18 years to do one season at HBO for any given goddamn show. And so while we wait for Euphoria, why not pop off with a couple terrible Netflix movies, pop off with a couple viral ad campaigns for American Eagle, Dunkin' Donuts, fucking Baskin-Robbins, run the show for a bit and stack those bags, baby girl.
What are we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of the What Are We Doing podcast is brought to you by our friends at DudeRobe. Listen, DudeRobe knows how to get you done. Not only do they provide a high quality bath and also wear anytime robe for not only dudes, but dudettes too, dude, okay? Gender doesn't matter. Get yourself a DudeRobe that's just their name. It doesn't have to be yours too. Get yourself a DudeRobe today. And when you check out, you're going to use promo code WAWD and get 20% off. They've got the robes. Listen, the robes come with a towel lining on the inside. So if you're fresh out the shower, you're dry. If you're not out the shower, you're still dry and you're comfortable. It's got a boyfriend hoodie, smooth-like material on the outside, a built-in hood because, yes, sir, thank you, and a built-in tie loop that you'll never lose. You tie it up, you're good to go forever. And then you got the pockets. You got two on the outside, some on the inside for all your fun gear and gadgets and things you need to carry around the house or outside, wherever you're wearing the DudeRobe. It's versatile. Wear it to the grocery store if you want to.
What are we doing?
Wear a DudeRobe to Sheetz. Wear a DudeRobe to the diner. Wear a DudeRobe to Target, Best Buy, LL Bean, Panera Bread, Starbucks, TJ Maxx, Ross Dress for Less, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Payless Shoes, AMC Theaters. Wear a dude robe wherever you are, wherever you go. That's why you need a dude robe. Hey, we just got back from Mexico, dude. Wedding, dude robe. Honeymoon, dude robe. Everywhere we walked on the resort, we were wearing our dude robes. Hey, the rooms we came in had like the shitty, thin material piece of shit with the logo hotel on them robes. We didn't wear them.
What are we doing?
Everyone was asking us. They're like, yo, we didn't get dude robes in our room. And we're like, we know, we brought these. We went to DudeRobe.com and used promo code WAD, W-A-W-D at checkout and got them for 20% off. You should too. Take your dude robe to Mexico when you fly, when you travel, when you get married, when you have a honeymoon, when you have a vacation, when it's the weekend. Get yourself a dude robe. They're not cheap, and that's why we bargain with them. They're like, hey, we'll give you a promo code for 10% off. I said, no, I want 20. They said, okay, we'll give you one for 15. I said, no, I want 20. They said, fine. Fast flips. We got them 20%. W-A-W-D, promo code WAD at checkout with our friends Dude Robe. And if you're into it and you love your dude robe or you think you might need a little more, have no fear. Dude Robe has you covered. They've got the shorts. They've got the lounge pants. They've got the slides. They've got the partnership logos, the basketball logo team, the UFC. I mean, the whole 9 yards. If you're into sports, if you're a dude, you're going to find something you love at DudeRobe.com. Get yourself the full outfit. Get yourself the whole thing. Get the shirt, get the shorts, get the pants, get the slides, get the dude robe. Don't let dude robe break your bank this summer, dude, because you need promo code WAD, W-A-W-D at checkout, and they are going to give you everything you need to get not only the fall season started, but everything you need to be successful out the shower, around the house, lounging, profiling, Netflix and chilling. If you need a blue chew, you need a dude robe. Look at that. I'm interweaving. We're interweaving sponsors and collaborators. And I'm telling you, if you are looking for a killer weekend, get yourself and your girl a dude robe. You're going to love putting them on. Don't wear anything underneath. Go pop 2 blue chew for my other friends over there. And boom, bam, chicken slam. It's a dude robe, fun, fantastic time of a weekend. Yes, sir, yes.
What are we doing?
And don't be like Jessica. Jessica came to the wedding. Listen to this. This chick, I told her, I said, don't forget to use the promo code. And what did Jessica do? She paid full price. Boo.
All I do is
Boo.
win,
No,
win,
Jessica's
no
not
what.
winning, dude. She's not winning at all because she didn't use the promo code WAWD at checkout. So don't be like Jessica. Be like me because I bought mine, Meg's, my friends, my family members. I don't check out without promo code WAD. It's WAWD at DudeRobe.com. That's DudeRobe.com. Promo code WAD, WAWD at checkout for 20% off your entire Dude Robe order. Back to the show. You know, it's a Sydney Sweeney Summer, and so it's closely coming to an end. Everyone's going back to school. We got like a week of summer left, basically. The kids are going back, and you know, fall's coming. And what does fall do? Fall gets you crafty. It gets you in the cozy, crafty kind of realm. And so, you know what I mean? We're doing some things. We're having some fun around the house. We went to Color Me Mine a couple weeks ago. We just got those back. And so it just, you know, kind of, it is what it is. We're doing some crafts and painting and stuff around the house. We've got some surprise. I got something coming soon. But let's just check in before we get to the surprise. I want to check in with our friend Gypsy Rose, see what she's doing, where she's at, what baby daddy of hers she's complaining about now. Her ex-husband, the new husband, who knows? She's probably tired of both of them. What's she doing, dude? Where's Gypsy Rose? Is this her? Oh, here we go.
Welcome to my new art page.
What is this?
I am the artist behind Blown Beauty Art, and I'm excited to share with everybody my creations. I've loved to paint for a very long time, and I just started getting back into it, and so I'm excited to share my creations with everyone. Art is something that I think resonates with a lot of people because
what the actual hell is going on? Guys, no, I'm actually
month.
I'm getting furious.
So I'm excited to make
Gypsy!
something special for everyone. It gives me peace and it kind of centers me. And so this started as a hobby. And now I love doing it. And I would love to create pieces for people to bring them joy and happiness.
All right, now I'm getting pissed off, dude. Listen, we're on the page. Blown beauty art? Gypsy Rose? I swear to God, I can't make any of this. Lady, the surprise, I was going to say Megs and I started a new venture, and it's called Blown Booby Art, and it's where we paint on canvases. It looks just like this. I swear to God, we just did 2 pieces before we... Can we show... Megs, did we not just do... Look at this. Lady, I mean, I'm not... When I tell you, I'm not making this shit up. I can't make this stuff up. Megs and I just started this company. We're calling ours Blown Booby Art. We're using Megs, to do the painting. That's why it's Blown Booby. And then and naturally, we don't just take I'm sure Gypsy Rose, she's a nice girl. She probably has some money, but we don't use like the regular gross, non-expensive like Walmart hair dryers. We've got like a Dyson hair dryer 3000 down here to blow ours. It's a little more fancy. That's why we charge more. I mean, we just commissioned this piece for what, Megs? $60. We just sold our first piece for $60. There it is. We've got another one down here. I can't even make this shit up. I'm shaking. Can you see me shaking? I'm shaking because Gypsy Rose has stolen my new business idea. What's going on? I literally just 3 days ago launched my all-new TikTok page called Blown Booby Art. We just commissioned these first 2 canvas pieces. I can't make this up. I might have to call my lawyer. I might have to talk to my lawyer, Gypsy Rose. Listen to me. I don't know who you think you are, Gypsy. You're out here talking shit, talking about Ryan, talking about Ken, having whoever's baby it is. Hey, Gypsy, whose baby is it?
What are we doing?
Stealing other people's ideas, ripping off the name, and now all of a sudden, Gypsy Rose has cleared her TikTok account with 9.4 million followers, and she's got what is clearly a blatant ripoff of my original idea. Basically stole my name, everything that you can basically find about this. But she basically must have gone to our page. I mean, we started this maybe just a few weeks ago, and clearly she is using her popularity and her fame to her advantage. She stole our entire print. I mean, you saw our print. We're going to send those out literally in the next day or 2. We've got more supplies coming. This whole thing is blown up, but like now we've got people like Gypsy Rose, who, by the way, let's not forget, unalived mom, is now stealing ideas from other people and artists. I mean, I have an art degree, Gypsy. I went to art school. I went to the Art Institute.
What are we doing?
Did you? Or were you in prison?
What are we doing?
Do you have an art degree, Gypsy? Because I do. It might not be legally bound anymore due to a lawsuit that we kind of won and got all the debt wiped clean, but it's fine. The Art Institute was still there. I got the certificate.
What are we doing?
So if anyone is pre-qualified or has any types of qualifications to start a blown art company, Gypsy Rose, F you for just scraping your page and putting this shit up. But like also, I want commish. I'm suing. This is it. I'm taking Gypsy Rose to court, and I got to sue her for everything she's got. All that money she made off of the book and the TV show, it's going to be my money because you're an idea stealer. And I had this idea 3 weeks ago, and it's clearly an original idea by me. So, Gypsy Rose, I'm coming for you. It's not looking good. At this point in time, I've already talked to lawyers. I've already come up, and by the way, listen, I'm texting Megs about this whole bit, right? I'm texting Megs. I'm like, listen, I'm going to do the same thing. Go to the dollar store, spend $8. That was her budget. I said, Megs, if you spend more than $8, I'm pissed. As your husband, I'll be pissed. And you don't want to piss off your husband. You know what I mean? And so she went, she got a couple things of paint. I did it. And then she's like, well, you could probably actually do it. Like, you could probably actually turn it into a bit, much like every single bit on this podcast. I told her I'm one step ahead. It starts as a bit, it becomes a real thing, and then we profit from it. And so it'll probably happen real soon, but be on the lookout. Blown Booby Art by Megs is probably coming soon.
What are we doing?
I heard how much that chick on OnlyFans sells her shit for. And hey, listen, if we can get, you know what I mean, just a boob print on the canvas and you can tell, I think guys will pay hundreds, a couple $100 for a canvas this size. I mean, it costs us $1. $1? $1?
What are we doing?
And of course, it just turns into a good idea. And so now it's like, it was a bit, then it wasn't, now it might be real. So just if you want to buy these, by the way, I have them. You can buy them. Make me not fit. Hey, no, actually, this is it. I actually just started the business. It just turned it from a bit. Now it's real. $199. $199. Give me $200 if you want to negotiate. Maybe I'll give you a discount if you can prove you've ever been to wadpod.com/blue and talked to and ordered from our friends at Blue Chew. Your first order is free, by the way. So if you go to that URL, you only have to pay $5 shipping and it's done for you. Go to Blue Chew. Pop 1, pop 2, right before you're about to, do the do and get yourself some Blue Chew. They're going to pay for a month for you, and it's basically worth every single penny that you don't have to pay because you use our code, WAWDPOD.com/blue, BLUE, and you're getting it, dude, for free. If your first order, $5 in shipping is all you pay. It's basically like less than $1 a tablet for your first pack, and boom, you're hooked. Now you got Blue Chew, and you're hard rocking, and you're ready to go. So it's Blue Chew, you know what I mean? Check them out. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of the What Are We Doing podcast is brought to you by our friends at Blue Chew. And if you're anything like me, you're gonna need this on retainer. Just like your Netflix subscription every month, you need a Blue Chew subscription every month. Listen, fellas, there's a reason you're just going to bed at night, and as soon as she's out of the shower, her eyes are closed too. It's because you don't have Blue Chew.
What are we doing?
If you get Blue Chew, I guarantee you 100% will change your relationship. Has something been lacking? Has something not been right? Listen, spice it up this summer, this fall. It's cuddle season. All she's going to want to do is be on the couch with you and watch silly Disney hocus pocus Halloween movies like Halloween Town and everything else this summer. So you're going to need Blue Chew if you want to make it happen. You take a Blue Chew, you start rubbing her leg, and you're going to have a great freaking fall. Netflix and chill, am I right? What? Who said that? Who said that? wadpod.com/blue, WAWDBLUE, and it's going to change your life. And if you've never ordered it before, it's free, baby boy.
What are we doing?
You're getting it for free, and it's thanks to me. You get your first month free. They're going to send you 6 or 7 tablets. All you have to do is pay $5 for shipping. If you don't have $5, hit me up on Twitter. I'll Cash App you $5, and it'll be 100% free if you go to wadpod.com/blue, WAWDPOD.com/blue, BLUE, and you're going to be redirected to Blue Chew, where you're going to sign up, give them your shipping address. They're going to put it in a nonchalant envelope. You're not even going to know what it is when you get it. You're going to be like, what the fuck? What did I just order? That's how nonchalant the packaging is. And then as soon as you open it up, you'll be like, ah, shit, it's my Blue Chew.
What are we doing?
And so right before bed, after dinner, 8 p.m., shower, boom, bam, pop 1, pop 2, and you're ready to groove with Blue Chew. It's going to save your life. It's going to save your relationship, and you're going to start posting about her again on social media.
What are we doing?
If it's been a while, fellas, if it's been too long since you've been in a little mixy-wixy with your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife, your husband, whoever you're dating, however they identify, fellas, get some Blue Chew and it will change your relationship for the better. It saved ours. Why do you think I married her?
What are we doing?
Why do you think I paid to fly her, my family, our friends, for the rooms, for the flights, for the wedding, for everything, for that, a shit ton of money just to marry someone Well, by God, if it wasn't because Blue Chew changed our life, it changed our relationship, it brought us closer together. We're having sex at least 19 times a week on Blue Chew.
What are we doing?
I mean, you do the math. If it doesn't work for you, fine. It was a free investment, and it probably, they're tasty. So, I mean, at least it's a little snacky poo. At least it's a little snacky poo that gets things flowing downstairs, whether it works for your relationship or not. But I can only 99.9 to 100% guarantee it will. Blue Chew is for you. Ask Meg. Meg, does Blue Chew work? Yeah, it does. You see what I mean? It works 100% of the time. All you need to do is get it inside of you, and then inside of that.
What are we doing?
wadpod.com/blue. And that's how you do it. That's how you wrap it up. That's how you do the thing. That's how you segue back into the show. It's another sponsor. Shout out to you guys. We're back to the show.
What are we doing?
Soulja Boy. You guys know Soulja Boy. We love Soulja Boy. I think he's got a very interesting head on his shoulders for all of the fun that people make fun of him for the crypto and the Soulja Box, the video games from China, and the Breakfast Club, and the Drake.
What are we doing?
Like, Soulja Boy you have to admit that up until his very last thing he just did, which I think was a concert at SeaWorld with Bow Wow a few weeks ago. Yes. And so you have to admit he's done his very best to stay in the spotlight. And for those of you who don't know, Soulja Boy has still consecutively, the only song that you know of Soulja Boy that comes to mind, is like Crank That or Kiss Me Through the Phone. You know what I mean? No one, you can't name another 5. If you can name 5 to 10 Soulja Boy songs, I'll give you one of my all new 1-of-1 canvas prints for free.
What are we doing?
But you can't, so it's fine. You got to pay for it, $1.99. And so Soulja Boy, he always claims that he's the first rapper to shoot a 3-throw from a fish into a whale's mouth at SeaWorld last year. He's the first rapper with his cryptocurrency. He's the first rapper with his own Xbox. He's the first rapper who does it every single time. He likes to be the first rapper of his generation to do whatever it is that he's doing that day. And ladies and gentlemen, the latest and greatest is that Soulja Boy is now the first rapper to get popped and arrested twice for the same damn thing. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
5 rapper Soulja Boy was arrested on weapons charges early this morning in the Fairfax district. The rapper, whose real name is DeAndre Cortez Way, was a passenger in a car during a traffic stop around 2:30 a.m.
By the way, Soulja Boy has consecutively and consistently released anywhere from 1 to 3 new full-length, like 20-track albums every year since Crank That and Kiss Me Through the Phone came out. But the only music that the news can use and or know of him to actually search for is Kiss Me Through the Phone and friggin' Crank That Dude. And I think that is just astronomically not only disrespectful, but just fascinating in the sense that the first 2 songs the man releases are the only songs that anyone ever actually knows.
What are we doing?
I mean, he has so much music. He released 3 albums in 2017, a few mixtapes in 2018, an album or 2 in 2019, a bunch in 2020, 21, 22, 23. Soulja Boy has released so much music over the years, and the only 2 songs that we know him by are just the constant hits that he put out back in the early 2000s. And
passenger in a car during a traffic stop around 2:30 a.m.
Not looking good.
He was booked into jail for being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. The reason for the initial stop is not yet known. ABC News has reached out to Soulja Boy's representatives who have not gotten back, but he was previously arrested in 2016 after officers found a gun in his possession while he was on probation.
Okay, well, listen, I mean, hey, you can't blame him. The man's got to protect himself.
What are we doing?
That could be one excuse that you got, I don't know. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, Soulja Boy locked up. Same in his buddy, I think Sean Kingston just got popped with 5 years. Sean Kingston and his mom just got popped, I think maybe with some jail time. They both like scammed some California electronics company out of like $150,000 like home theater system or some shit, like a ginormous screen, big ass speakers, like the whole 9 yards. And then they just like never paid them the money. And so then they were like, hey, we're taking our shit back. And they're like, no, you're not. And then they were like, hey, that's fraud. And then so now Sean Kingston is locked up. I mean, it's just, we've got to start being careful, folks. We've got to start being careful where we have and keep and put our guns, our money, our home theater equipment. And we just got to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that.
What are we doing?
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? And so it's crazy, man. It's crazy coming back to the States. It's honestly, listen, at the end of the day, when you spend that amount of time in someone else's culture, in someone else's backyard, in a place like Mexico, where life is different there, even outside of the resort, I'm not speaking from the luxuries and the walls and security and benefits of an all-inclusive resort. I'm just talking about the people, the culture outside of the resort, and just everything else going on within that space. Yes, there's some sort of disillusion with the resort and everything that they provide, but at the end of the day, the environment and the country that you are in is vastly different than the one and the life that you have to go through here. Even just going to places like down the street, like the gas station that Megs and I would frequent back in the day when we were a little younger, exploring this place. And she actually lived there for a period of time. For those of you who don't know, it just brings you to a place of calmness and just a relaxation that you don't experience here. When you go to grocery stores and convenience stores in this country, let alone PA, let alone the United States in general, it's anxiety driven. None of us want to do it anymore, to the point that we are door dashing sheets and 7-Eleven and groceries, to the point where we are running ourselves upwards of debt with buy now, pay later, because going to the grocery store or to Walmart or to get whatever you need, you're willing to pay 30 to 40% more for, because it means you don't have to leave the house and actually interact with another human being. All of that anxiety, all of that stress goes away elsewhere. And it's really, 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 really starting to bring a few things into light for us here in this household. And it's a situation where at the end of the day, it's just like we turn to each other and we say, hi, husband, hi, wife. I hate it here. Let's go somewhere else, because listen, I only need an internet connection to do about half of what I do on a daily basis, and the other half I'll kind of sort of have to figure out. But when it comes down to the situation, it's like, yeah, maybe like a drastic move or change in lifestyle or area or surroundings or culture might just have to happen in the near future, because what's happening here and going to going to a place like Trader Joe's, dude, it's so anxiety driven. There's people everywhere. They're on top of each other. It's a free for all. It's expensive. You got to think about 19 different things while you're there. You'll get run over by someone in the parking lot, barely, just not paying attention. It is a situation where people are now actively not taking their children out of the house because of the anxiety that the adults are inducing, that they don't even really want to put their children in those situations. So it's just this place, I hate it here, and it's just not really working for us anymore. I mean, when you have headline after headline after headline of just like South Park, I mean, that chess move, the $1.5 billion South Park deal, then to just flip the script and put anti-Donald Trump episodes out each week on a pro-Trump network that just dropped Stephen Colbert for being anti-Trump, dude.
What are we doing?
I mean, the White House officially social media tweeting about the South Park episode and just fighting. when our administration should be worried about the countless wars and innocent lives lost because of them that we're already funding, we're worried about an episode of season 3900 of South Park because they finally put Donald Trump in bed with Satan. Well, guess what? They've been doing it for centuries. They're going to keep doing it. And the more you talk about it, adds more fuel to the fire. So that's the world we're living in, folks.
What are we doing?
We've got Trisha Paytas naming her baby Aquaman. We've got legends like Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, our guy from The Cosby Show, drowning. I mean, it is just a world of negativity and loss and just hypocrisy and disgust. And society has become one of the most unbearable things to ever hit in 2025, to the point where I have seriously ran the numbers and I'm working on a plan to actively figure out how I can spend anywhere from 50 upwards to about 90% of my time elsewhere other than central Pennsylvania, let alone, I don't know, maybe the United States.
What are we doing?
I'm about out, dude. I'm about this close, and I've got one foot out the door. I've been talking about it since my teens, and it's finally maybe about to come to fruition. So we'll see. Buckle up. We might be making drastic changes. But that, that all comes from the iguana drama. You know what I mean? When you spend 2 weeks in Mexico, you start to think like, wow, things are cheaper here. We can move. We just need internet and this and this and that. Daily living, the jobs, everything. Would it be the same? 100% no. But would it be a better situation for everyone overall? We'll see. Listen, the boys got resources here. We've got resources here. We've got McDonald's here. Like there are a lot of things that you have to consider when making such a drastic jump. But when I turn to people like Carlos at episode 200 and I'm like, hey, if I can get you a teaching job here, let's go. You want to come with? And so then you start to really think and balance and weigh out your options when it comes to this mentality of like, wait a minute, I've been living here my whole life. I probably shouldn't leave, but what happens if I do?
What are we doing?
And so that's just where we're at. You know what I mean? And, it was great, man. It was a fun time. We're glad to be back, and it's better than ever. It's better than ever. We're married. Nothing's changed. I just wear a ring now. We're back to the normal realities of our everyday lives, aka we're miserable as shit.
What are we doing?
Because it's life, it's reality, it's where we live, it's what's going on every day. We've either got a bill due, or they're suing me, or someone's trying to take me to court, or my money is needed elsewhere other than my bank account. And it's just sometimes really nice and really, really necessary to just escape, dude. And that's what we did. Even though most of the time I was working, I was recording and editing the podcast. I was answering emails, designing, updating, sending invoices. I mean, I woke up every morning and worked for anywhere from 1 to 3 hours on the trip. But that's not only, hey, how you write off the entire trip at tax time, but that's how you stay ahead, stay relevant, stay current. The clients don't need to know. The clients don't need to know we're spending 2 weeks in Mexico. The clients need to know that everything's on track, because it is. Because when you have processes set up here, you can do things like go out of the country for 2 weeks and celebrate with your best friend and your family and your son and have a great time. It was a blast. So, you know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name is Levi McCurdy, and if you're still with us this far, I can't thank you enough for watching the What Are We Doing podcast, even though there's another imposter podcast out there, by the way. By the way, I did a little creepsy weepsies. I checked up on them. Somehow, their set keeps downgrading.
What are we doing?
The other imposters over at the What Are We Doing podcast are somehow downgrading the set as we speak. They're now all just sitting on the floor. The economy has hit the podcast industry so bad that these boys went from recording in recliners to now having to just sit on the floor of arguably is one of their parents' basement's house. And so it's not looking good for the podcast community out there. I mean, hey, shout out to us, 280 plus. What are we doing? Just recorded in Mexico. I mean, we're thriving.
What are we doing?
So clearly we're doing something right. But the other, I don't know. Hey, this is a message. If you're the other What Are We Doing podcast and you need some help, don't be afraid to ask Daddy. Listen, I'm Daddy runs the show, okay? I'm Daddy runs the resort. I'm Daddy runs the show. I'm Daddy runs the pod.
What are we doing?
If you need help, just reach out to Big Daddy. What are we doing? You know what I mean? What Are We Doing Junior Show can reach out to Big Daddy Pod and be like, hey, can we use your set? Sure, you guys could come here in studio, use my mics, my cameras, my equipment. I'll even edit the episode for you. Shout out. That's me looking out for the other guy. You know what I mean? A little chess move, a little vice versa, a little, you know what I mean? Little psychological play. But hey, what are we doing, boys? If you're tired of sitting on the floor, come to my studio. I've got multiple sets. I've got the hookup. We got a couch. We got the corner with the grass wall and the shiplap. We got the space station. We've got so many spots to record, so many people in this room. You could each have your own little set thing going on or something. You know what I mean? You could kind of make something work. You know what I mean? We could put something together. Shout out to me, the superior What Are We Doing podcast. That's how you take care of your friends and even your competition. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. You know what I mean? Shout out to the other What Are We Doing podcast. Hey, your name? I'll say it again. Change it.
What are we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name is Levi McCurdy. This has been episode 201, and if you have not done so already, I need you to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification. If you're on an iPhone or Android, hit it. Get those notifications every time we post a clip, an episode, a short, or if we're reposting our friends' reels on Instagram, follow us there. Like us on Facebook, follow, like the story, like the post. You've got to just, your likes and your supports and your shares are all we need to get through the day. Shout out to our 2,666 subscribers. We love you. We can't thank you enough for that number. If we can get to 2, we can get to 5. I'm on my way to 5K, baby. Help us get there. Let's get 5,000 before the end of the year. I want 5,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. I think that'd be a killer end. That'd be a killer way to start 2026. And we'll just end it with a blast, baby girl. We're now 200 episodes deep into this thing. And I mean, we're only getting better, babes. We've got recaps and records coming. We've got 280 plus with new episodes out that just dropped this morning. I've got new work coming via other podcasts and platforms with tone tailors. Look out for Beauty Booby prints from Megs. We just started that company despite Gypsy Rose totally scamming and ripping off our idea, dude. And we've got more on the way from the What Are We Doing podcast. What Are We Doing Studios? Big plans, big things coming soon. If you're not tuned in, make sure you are now. Episode 202 is coming at you next Friday. We're back, baby. We're back to a normal schedule. I won't miss a week for another year straight. I promise, dude. I'll never skip another week in my life. I swear, okay? This is the What Are We Doing podcast. It's over. Peace out, everybody.
What are we doing?